Well, he is Australian TV's game show king, and just this weekend he was announced as the new host of the Chase Australia. He is, of course, the one and only Larry Emdur, and he joins us now. Larry, welcome to the Ange, Rob and Robbo show.
Hello, team. How are you?
Mate, not as good as you must be feeling. You have just been named the host of the Chase. This is a very big deal. How are you feeling about the appointment?
Rob, I feel very, very excited, like incredibly excited, but nervous at the same time. It's been a while since I've had to do this, and the jazz hands and the bouncing around the big set. But I'm, it's in my blood. You know me. This is something that I feel very, very passionate about, this space, and I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled to have the opportunity. This is one of the greatest TV quiz shows in the world, and I'm super excited.
Did you have any doubts about accepting the role? There's a lot of pressure on this role. It's the big audience grabber that comes in before the news. It's the big lead in. There's a lot of pressure on this show to perform. Did you have any doubts?
Well, you're asking that to a man who said yes to Celebrity Splash and Celebrity Dog School. So, look, no. You know what? This is one of the great shows. I know it. You know it. The network knows it. The viewers know it. So I think it's a good, solid ship to jump on. I put it out on Instagram yesterday, that the announcement that I was doing it, and so much love and so much viewer passion for this show. People really, flocking onto Instagram, just saying, what this show means and how important it is. And I had hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of comments. So you know that it means a lot. And I know from a televisual perspective and a production experience what goes into that and how important it is. So the answer to your question is no. Like the offer came, the discussion was unfolding, and it was an exciting proposition for me. And of course, I mean, first things first, I had to say to them, I'm still doing morning show. I'm not doing the morning show. So if we can't make that work, then I can't discuss this with you any further. So we crossed that bridge very early, and then it became something that I can, and manage and just sort of settle into and get excited about.
Larry, I think obviously we know the answer that, obviously you love the morning show, but tell me why was that so important to make sure that you still got to do the show?
I was here day one when this show was a baby. Kylie and I gave birth to this thing, and it's been such a treat. And Rob will, and now it's a naughty teenager, age 13, the show. So and it's the best thing I've ever done in my career, my 40 years. It really is. I love it. It's and I would hate to go out from that at this point. I really would, because we're just having such a good time. I love doing it every day, and it's something that I wanted to continue doing, that's for sure.
Well, Larry, it's been number one since day one, and I had the good fortune to be with you there at the beginning of the morning show before I rocked off to Studio 10. But what I loved about that is you literally have been number one since day one. It was a rejuvenation of your career, and you really gave everything to that role. You looked after the people. I mean, the party you hosted when the show launched, you were the man who got me onto Wild Turkey. And you... Sorry. Yeah, we won't go into that. But it really has been a big part of your life, hasn't it, the morning show?
Oh, completely. And I've been around in television for a long time, and I've been on some great shows, and I've been on some dodgy shows as well. But I've never done a show that's gone for this long and this long at number one. It's a great team. It's an incredible family, Sarah and Kylie and the entire team. And it's something I love, and I feel very, very, very passionate about. And I've felt differently about other shows during my career, you know that. But this is one that from the start, and we've been through a lot. Kylie and I and Sarah and the team, we've been through a lot together, plenty of different challenges along the way, and still going strong. So it was nothing that I ever thought for a moment that I am ready at this point to walk away from.
So, Larry, in your announcement, you said you were going to learn how to say a particular volcano in Iceland. Have you done that yet? Can you say it for us now?
No, well, I only said that yesterday, and I've been very busy working out which smile I'm going to use when the show starts. Yeah, so I've put that as a priority. But I need to know all these big words, right? I got to get my smile right. I got to get around to saying properly, and your time starts now, or is it? And your time starts now. Like I got a lot going on here to work out.
I understand. No, I understand. You're a professional. I understand. Sorry.
Yeah.
Now, Larry, there's no doubt you know I love and adore you, and one of the things I think people don't know about you is you are one of the nicest people in television, and you do look after people. And I hope you don't mind me saying this, but when I did get let go from Channel 10, you were one of the first to contact me and say it'll be okay. It can be a shit industry as well as a great industry, and these are hurdles. You've been through the ringer through many of your careers. You've had the highs and lows, so you understand that more than anyone, don't you?
Oh, I think I'm the most axed person in TV, Rob, if you count it all out. Actually, I think I've worked on, and we laugh, and I think it's funny. And I get to this point in my career and I look back and I go, all those crappy shows I did, it's okay, because I ended up here. I ended up here doing this.
Yeah.
So it's all worked out. Every crappy show gave me a new skill, something like Cash Bonanza. It was a dodgy show, but it was massive.
I liked Cash Bonanza just quietly.
Right. So it's like an audience of 2,000 people. So from a host perspective or an MC perspective, just to work to that audience. So the show wasn't that great, but it gave me a whole new skill set to take on to the next show that I knew that I could do TV in front of an audience of 2,000 people. So I look back at all those little chapters very lovingly. There's no regrets in my career, but to your question, absolutely, I know what it's like to get that phone call or reading the paper that you're finishing up.
Although when I don't think I've ever told you this, when I was 15 years old, you were hosting a show called The Main Event. And I actually snuck a video camera into the studio. I was making videos at my high school, scanner screen videos, and I actually snuck a camera in, and when all the audience had gone, I just hung around, pulled out this camera and got you to do this.
Hi, I'm Larry Emdur from Channel 7's Main Event. Hi to all the viewers of Scanner Screen 5, and let's hope that you keep watching the Main Event as well. And this is it, we're headed, right?
Wow.
Brilliant.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
I've been
amazing.
stalking you for years, Larry.
I think like I'm torn between actually laughing and maybe calling the cops. Well, it's weird that you have that.
If only you'd known all those years ago.
Yeah. Well, that was a great show, 1992, The Main Event. It was the first show, I believe, from Channel 7 to actually go up and beat 60 Minutes. So back in the day, that was and it was ahead of its time because we were crossing live to, people in their homes. So, which of course now you do at the drop of a hat, it's no big deal. But back then for a game show, it was a great show.
It really was ahead of its time, and it's actually, thinking about it, should be one of the shows they look at because they're bringing back everything now. And that was a little diamond in the rough, that show. It was a really, really good show.
Really was. And hopefully I can remember what it's like to ask all those questions, because I'm going to need that skill again now. I'm going to jump over Price is Right skills that I learned about, like, how many steps does Cliffy take before he falls off the yodeling thing? And I'm going to go back to old-fashioned quizzing and go, what's it like to ask questions on the clock and get everything right. So it was great fun. Just
quickly, Larry, have you worked out how to say that volcano yet?
Yes, I'm just... Hey Siri. Next time we speak, I will have that for you.
Hey, Larry, I am really looking forward to seeing you on The Chase. It's moving production to Sydney. You start filming in March. When can we expect your episodes on air, do you think? Have they given you any indication?
So we start filming, I think, more towards April, middle to end of April there, Rob. And they haven't given me any indication. My discussions with them at this point have really been about, the audition process and doing all that sort of stuff. So now, this week, I believe, we'll sit down and I can get a little more intimate with how it's going to roll out. But it's later in the year, that's all I know.
Did you actually have to audition?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
They know your
work.
This is a no-brainer. When we ran a poll on the TV Black Box website, we asked who should be the replacement host. You won hands down. Like, it was...
Is that right?
Everyone said Larry.
Oh, that's very sweet. I love your audience.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's very
Send
nice.
more exclusives my way, Larry. Oh, just one would be nice.
Yeah, right. Well, no, you know what? I appreciated the opportunity to audition, but it was also important for me too, Rob, because I haven't done this for a long time, mate. I've been sitting on that couch merrily with people bringing me a skim latte at 10:25 every day, and it is a very different. It's a very different performance level. It really is. It's a whole different kettle of fish. And it was important for me to get back on a shiny floor with big lights and cameras everywhere, and for me to see if I could do it and have the faith moving forward. So it was important.
Larry, I cannot wait to see it. I think you are going to be brilliant, and you are the perfect person for this. You know I love you. Robbo loves you. Ange loves you. There's so much love for you here at this show. Thanks for joining us tonight. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. And if I could have the poster from my bedroom behind you there, Rob, back, because I just need to put it back on. Thanks, guys, so much.
Great to obsessed.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Triple O, crazy guy. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Larry.